All right, here is our final milestone walkthrough of our project. So I'll start out just with the full project walkthrough, the whole application walkthrough. Um, we can see right away here, I'm not logged in, and I can try to access my products, and I'm getting redirected to the login form. So that's our security that's working there. I'm going to start out by registering an account right here. Gonna do last name, email address, gonna do a phone number, and then my username and password. Awesome. So we're gonna register that user, which is great. And now we're going to sign in with that user. And we can see that there we go. We have a successful login, and now we can access the products page. On the products page, you can see that we have many songs listed out here. You can view, update, or delete each song, and you can also add a product up here. We also can see in the top right corner, that's who's logged in. So Kyle123 is the username that's logged in. This button redirects us to the home page, and then this is the logout page as well. So I can see that I can choose to view this product, update, delete, and go back from here. So I'm going to go back. I can then choose to update it. We can see that the product information is filled in correctly here, and I can make an update right there. And I can hit submit, and now I see secret crowds 123. And then I can also delete, and I get a warning message. Are you sure you want to delete? Yes, I do. And there we go. Lastly, I can add a product. So right here, I'm just going to test by adding a product, testing, test, and then we're gonna fill in something here. And we can see that there we go. We have our test ad there. And now we're gonna just delete that. Wonderful. Lastly, we also created a REST API. So to show that what it looks like from the application, we're going to go to service and then get product. And you can see right here, we don't have a product at product ID of 1. And we get the newly displayed HTTP error status code 404 showing that the product was not found. So I'm going to do our get all products. And we're going to see that I have all these products, product ID of 3 down here. We've got a product ID of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Awesome. So now I'm going to search for the product of 3. Pass the ID of 3 in at the end of the URL as a path variable. And there we go. We get my single displayed product right there. That is our fully done code or project walkthrough. Lastly, I'll show the logout. There we go. I logged out. Now my username's gone, and I can't access the products page anymore. I can't access the service page. I can't go get all products anymore. I'm just stuck at the login because I need to log in because we are secured by Spring. Other things that were added in this final milestone, I went back and fixed the exception handling done by our REST service. So now we're returning a response entity with an HTTP status code. As you saw, that was that 404 status code that we saw. So we're checking if the product that you get by ID is null, then we're going to return the not found response entity. Else, we're going to return the status of OK plus the product that we have found. And then we're catching any exceptions that could happen internally and throwing the internal server error status. For get all products, we're also catching with an internal server error. But in the case where there's no products in the database, it's just going to be displaying an empty array because it's returning a list. And if there's nothing in that list, it's just going to return an empty array. So yeah, that is the exception handling done here. also needed to add our test cases for the API, so we can see that now all the way starting at test case 17 to 24 are our new test cases that we have tried and tested for our REST API with all sorts of different test cases that they're described there. Lastly, on Postman, just going to show real quick what it's like to attempt to make calls against our REST service. So we're doing basic authentication. This is for the get all products. And I'm going to send this message, and we're going to see that we get a 401 unauthorized because we are not signed in with our account. So if I do sign in with my account, and then I send that, we do see that we get the result in JSON of all of the products in our page. Now we're going to go to the get products by ID, and then we're going to do the correct usernames and passwords still. And this time we're just going to, get product by 1. We saw that 1 doesn't exist, so we're testing the case of what happens when you search for a product in the database that does not exist. Send that, and we see that we get a 404 not found status right here in our Postman. And then if we did something that does exist, we get that singular product returned back in JSON. So that is it for our milestone 8 presentation. I hope you liked the project. I enjoyed making it. Thank you. Goodbye.